Hello, everybody. My name is James Morgenstein. Good evening. I am a fractional chief technology officer. I've been in the industry for 30 plus years doing all manner of technology delivery, software, hardware, networking, storage, cybersecurity, Web 2.0, cryptocurrency, blockchain. I'm not here to talk about any of that tonight. So tonight what I'm here to talk about is my passion project that I've been working on the side. Right? It's a deceptively simple game that after almost 10 years of development, I think is finally ready for prime time. Yep, wrong way. So Last Letter First is a fun, easy, educational, competitive online game that's great for players of all ages. And now here's a quick promotional video created for the website and the App Store listings.
Last Letter First is a free online word game that can be played on your own or with friends and family. Yes, it is the same famous family game many people have already fallen in love with. Playing Last Letter First will help improve your vocabulary, improve your English, keep your mind sharp. You can earn points, badges, and try to dominate the leaderboard. Download our free mobile app and start playing today.
So Last Letter First is a deceptively simple but deeply engaging online word game suitable for players of all ages. The rules are simple. The last letter of the current player's word needs to be the first letter of the next player's word. It's surprisingly fun and addictive while fostering both learning and a little bit of fun competition. It's currently available on the web as well as available for download in the Apple App Store and the Android App Store. It's optimized for play on mobile, tablet, and desktops. Players can sign up using their email address or any of their social media accounts, or they can just sign up as a guest when they're invited by another player. The game can currently be played in English, French, German, Hindi, and Spanish, with Russian and Ukrainian coming soon. And the game boasts a rich and always expanding set of features to keep the players engaged. Features such as animations, leaderboards, chat, guest play, themed games, timed games, tutorials, and other features. The game has a surprising amount of depth and complexity to keep the players coming back and having fun. The Last Letter First journey began sometime around 2015. Sorry, I'm just a New Yorker. I speak loud usually. The journey began around 2015 on family road trips. It was just a simple game that I played in the car with my kids to fill the time. I'm not really sure where I got the idea from, but after playing it for a very long time, it occurred to me that, hey, this might be a fun game to turn into an app so that people can play anywhere and across the internet. Creating the game has been an iterative process, and it's taken almost 10 years, primarily because I'm a strong believer that you only get one time to make a first impression, so it's super important that that first impression is really good so that people keep coming back. I've assembled a talented team of people from my professional and personal world to make Last Letter First a reality. Kristen Melendez is in the front row here. She recently joined us to help out with player engagement, aka social media, email marketing, etc. And a special thanks, because if I want to go home tonight, to Christine and Ella, my wife and daughter, who have helped me along this journey with ideas for the game, testing, and tolerating me late at night when I'm dealing with these types of things. We're currently targeting families looking for fun ways to connect, educators seeking engaging learning tools, and word game lovers eager for some new fun competition. The online game and educational game markets are obviously exploding. Right? There are games out there that continue to get traction. The sub-market that we play in, online word games, is estimated to generate revenue of $3 billion in 2025. There are a ton of factors driving this growth. Obviously, booming mobile and cloud gaming markets, rising tide lifts all ships. Increasing global internet usage and 5G adoption obviously makes games like this more easily acceptable. And the surge in remote learning following the pandemic, right, has created an environment where educators are accepting games as a way to learn. We're currently pursuing a dual path for monetization. We have advertising in the mobile apps through banner ads, and we sell subscriptions to remove that. However, those two paths for monetization are merely an initial revenue stream, while we build out support for other things such as additional advertising opportunities, things like boosts and power-ups if you're familiar from other games, rewards and tournament sponsorships, affiliates, merchandising, and more. There's no shortage of opportunities for how to monetize an app. This is no different than that, so there's lots of different ways that we can monetize this going forward. Our marketing efforts to date have focused on search engine optimization and email, and we do have a plan for lots more marketing. Our SEO strategies had just amazing results. We started early in 2024. The only keywords that we were ranking for in Google search was our own name, so just 2 keywords. As of this week, we're ranking for nearly 400 keywords in Google search globally, nearly 240 of them in the US, and that includes 18 search keywords where we show up on the first page of search results. The ranking that I'm most proud of, though, is that if you go to Google right now and click and search for best family game apps, we show up in position 3, only behind Reddit and Apple. Our email marketing results are equally impressive. With a 27% open rate on our emails to our players, with a less than 1% unsubscribe rate for the more than 10,000 emails that we've sent to our 1,000 player strong database. That very high open rate, low unsubscribe rate really says that people are interested. Going forward, we just kicked off a social media campaign, so please go to the website, sign up, it'd be helpful. And we have no shortage of other opportunities for marketing that we're pursuing. So what do we need, right? Obviously, the biggest thing we need is more players, and as we get more players, to get those players to play the game more often. To do that, we're refining the user experience, we're broadening our marketing efforts, right, to achieve the holy grail, which would be to go viral and see exponential growth. We're also actively seeking partnerships and relationships in our space, as well as with a nonprofit to amplify our social impact. And not the least of which is, to date, I've been bootstrapping all of this, so I'd love to see some additional ways to monetize, maybe take on some outside investment to see if we can get some faster growth by doing so. Last Letter First is a compelling gaming opportunity in a rapidly growing market. Our marketing success, value proposition, strategic plans position us for significant growth. Please visit Last Letter First, download the app from the app stores, connect to us on social media at Last Letter First, and reach out to me if you want to help out in any way with what we're trying to build here, which is a global phenomenon. Not the least of which is, please play the game, right? And use the feedback function, send me your thoughts and ideas. We love hearing from players, and that's how we get some of our best ideas. Thank you. I look forward to answering your questions now.
Sounds like a really fun game.
I hope it is.
Hey, I always wonder, without having patent protection or trademark protection, without having patent or copyright protection and only limited trademark protection, how do you protect yourself against copycats?
So that's always been a fear of mine ever since we started developing this. So I'm constantly on the lookout for competition. There are lots and lots of word games. Nobody's built anything like this. It is surprisingly complex. It sounds like a really simple idea. And when I first came up with this idea and I talked to my development partner, oh yeah, they're like, no problem. We'll have this developed in 6-8 weeks. It'll be good to go. And that was almost 10 years ago, right? Getting it to work, getting it to be fun, and then of course always making sure that it can scale, right? If it goes viral tomorrow, right? We've spent a lot of time to make sure that this thing can scale to hundreds of thousands, millions, tens of millions of users. So patent protection isn't going to help. Listen, somebody wants to rip off the game, they're welcome to do that. There's really no way I can protect against that except to make a better game, right? And keep it exciting. That's why we're constantly adding new features and functions.
Hi, thanks for the presentation. Are you currently considering any kind of, or looking forward to a liquidity event here for it? And who are you looking to for that kind of prospect?
Well, I mean, listen, it'd be nice if somebody walked up with a check for $50 million and wanted to buy the game, right? Realistically, I don't think that's going to happen. As I said, this is a passion project of mine, right? Trying to use all of my technology skills, right? Assembling a team of folks who have the marketing capabilities, the sales capabilities to make this a success. Ideally, right? It's been a great way to learn. So my 10-year-old daughter, we caught her, in the morning on the weekends, going downstairs and talking to the Google Home to find words with the letter Z in it, words with the letter Q, right? So that she could write them down and learn how to spell them and how to use them, right? And that's been amazing, right? Her vocabulary is definitely, larger as a result of that. So yeah, a liquidity event would be nice, but I also see this as a way to give back some of the technology skills that I've gleaned over the years.